What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Poco no mirai wa, dare ni mo wakaru.
Good morning, Coffee Beans. How are we doing this morning? Me too. Me too. People are out and like the stream. Yeah, we can like the stream. And not only can we like the stream, if you're feeling really froggy this morning, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, we can do that, right? So he made a new video. Well, yes and no, Tommy. I'm gonna get straight into it right from the very beginning. All right, so you don't have to wait. But remember, guys, a yawn is just a silent scream for coffee. Okay. All right. So we'll get right into it because we don't want to keep Tommy waiting. So everybody, hopefully you guys remember this video. This was a video that Maddox put out about a month ago, where he was claiming that the title was, Justin Wing is a plagiarist, hack, or he's just a plagiarist, right? And he then proceeded to spend the first 30 minutes roughly of a 1 hour video going over the fact that Wang was a new metal artist and how much that sucked, right? And it was a total attack Wang's music career, right? And had nothing to do with plagiarism or anything else, right? It was kind of really a weird thing, okay? But he made this video. It got about 74,000 views. Well, if you go out here and if you do a look and you just do a search, Maddox, Justin Wing or whatever, of course you'll see the Maddox video, but then you'll also see Tom Dark. Turkey Tom did a video, Subordinary Podcast, Mutahar, right? He did a video on it. Bo Blacks did a video. Optimus did a video talking about all this stuff as well, right? Well, it turns out that Mr. Maddox, right, has a Facebook page, right? And he uses, he propagates his videos and stuff out to, as a lot of YouTubers do, or, they'll do cross-platform promotion and stuff like that. I don't know, excuse me, I don't know how many of them actually use Facebook. Facebook is more of a, I don't think the younger generations really use Facebook anymore. I think it's probably, you're going to be more in your maybe late 30s, 40s, 50s, older, right? It's kind of turned into what they call the boomer platform or whatever. But anyway, he does have and if you notice here, he's got a little video. This video was actually put out on October the 2nd, a couple of days ago. Now, what's interesting is this is, and in this video, and I've got it here, we're gonna listen to it. It's all about the response videos that he got from, let's say, Turkey Tom, Mutahar, and there was one other guy, Nux. What's his name? Nux. I can't remember the guy's name. I don't really watch his content. He's a VTuber, but I know of him. I'll put it that way, right? But anyway, I thought it was kind of funny how he comes to Facebook and does a little reel here, right? About this, right? He doesn't do it as because if we go over here and if we look at his if we go over here, we look at his stop. Okay, we go. Does he have any shorts here? No. So he has no shorts. So he didn't do this as like a short. It's kind of, to me, almost feels like he's kind of trying to slide this in a little bit, right? Kind of like a little bit of a dish just back towards like his fan base or whatever, right? But purple paw prints, right? I'm gonna tell you something. Nothing gets past this young lady. Nothing. This girl has more eyes out there and watching more stuff than this came, when I saw this and Purple put this out here in the news docket, I was like, what the? But let's just watch the video. Enough of my yammering. Let's just watch the video.
Did you know that most people on the internet don't know what plagiarism is? At least it seems that way, because I recently called out a scummy YouTuber who's been plagiarizing content for years.
Now, before anyone says, oh, well, that's just part of the original video, whatever. No, it's not. And I can show you why it's not part of the original video. Where is it at over here? Okay.
And also criticize this.
You can see here, he's wearing a totally different outfit, right? He's got a little blue shirt with some white print, or like a attack helicopter on it or whatever, right? So it's not this was something that he made later, right? This was not something that, he made around the same time. He had to wait, because we know he had to make it later, because he addresses these other creators. So let me just start it over here again, because this thing ain't but about a minute.
Did you know that most people on the internet don't know what plagiarism is? At least it seems that way, because I recently called out a scummy YouTuber who's been plagiarizing content for years. The reason I did it is because he got me canceled from a speaking event. His name is Justin Wang, and he's the Karen of commentary. And as expected, some of his cronies rushed to his defense, but he's not setting his best or his brightest. First up is this corny, low-rent VTuber.
You doing research on a story and not quoting the people where you found that research from, that's plagiarism?
Yes. That's like the literal definition of plagiarism. Then there was this guy, Turkey Tom, who made a flaccid, biased, and extremely disingenuous defense of Justin.
Like with general research, if you're just looking up what happened, do you need to cite an article every single time?
Yes. That's like the one rule of plagiarism.
That's what like Fox News does with the Routers too.
Reuters.
Routers is the original source.
It's Reuters. This is Reuters, and this is Routers.
Now that's kind of funny. I gotta get, but I mispronounce words all the time, right? So it's But it's kind of funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tom. It's kind of funny. But anyway,
Did you know that most people on the internet don't know what plagiarism
I guess that was it. So, anyway, yeah. So I thought, my question is, you make this big hour-long, quote, expose video, right, over here on your YouTube channel, and you get 74,000 views. It gets 3.9 thousand. If we look here at the like to dislike ratio, it's double, right? It's 3.9 thousand, likes, thumbs up. It's 6.9 thousand dislikes, right? It's doubled, right? So he got ratioed, I guess you'd call that over here, right? So why didn't you put this out as a short over here back on your YouTube channel, right? Or because here's the thing, he's got let's see here. He's got these other channels. He's got his main one here, and then he's got Maddox Sandbox, but he hasn't done anything there. And I think the last thing he did over here was what 2 years ago. Okay. Then he's got so I don't know. It just kind of came across to me like he was trying to hide it or something, because if he put it over here on his Facebook page, right, then only the ones who's going to see this is his fans that are following him over on Facebook. And if we look at it, it got some fairly decent interaction. It's got 444 thumbs up or likes or whatever. There is some comments. Let's look at some of the comments. So this is John Treadwell. It says, yeah, actually, I did know that. It's not really surprising since you don't have to have an academic background to have a podcast. Let's see what else we got here. Top fan here, Matt Sharonbin. Law, dude, literally is the textbook definition of plagiarism actually plagiarism? I died. So it seems like for the most part, it's, positive. It's, again, like I said, it's his fans. So you would expect it to be, right? But my question is why would you put this little snippet, guys, Maddox, why would you do that over here on Facebook? Off platform of your original, complaint. I guys, am I reading too much into this? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know about that guy, but I was taught in literature class that plagiarism was when you copied nearly word for word another piece of literature and work and try to pass it off as exactly right. If you read, like, someone has a book, right? If you're doing a paper on whatever it is, right? And you read different sources. It could be newspaper articles. It can be passages from a book, whatever, right? You can cite them as reference material, right? But you can't just copy and paste entire sections of the book out, right? You have to take input it in your own words. Now, there's Tommy. Let's get Tommy in here. Good morning, Tommy. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm going to answer all your questions.
Okay.
All your questions. First off, the Digital Millennium the Digital Millennium Act. All right.
Yeah.
That specifically states, and I've searched several lawyers and said that you could do your own search about it. You do not have to source people in a video. So it's not the literal definition of plagiarism. The literal definition of plagiarism is, I don't know, type plagiarism into Google, look up the little definition, and it doesn't say anything about sourcing materials. All right, so that's number one. Number two, Tom's an idiot for not knowing routers from Reuters. Number three, to answer your very simple question, Maddox is an egomaniac. He's always been an egomaniac when things don't go his way. So what he did is he didn't get the dopamine he needed with everybody shitting on him all over the internet. So he went to a place where boomers are, so they could sit there and feel good. Oh, look at those young kids! You got those young whippersnappers. That's what it was. It was just simply to make himself feel better after a colossal fail. And here's the best part: the video wasn't about Justin Wang; it was about Asterios. So it's one red herring after another. There you go. Solved.
Yeah. There you go.
It's that simple. Why would he bring it over there? Simple. He needs his dopamine. Everything has been a failure his entire life. He's never managed to do anything but float his own ego. It's more important than making money. It's more important than having your own house. I mean, he's literally given up everything for his own ego in the last 10 years. It's quite amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I kind of figured. That's why he put it over there on his little Facebook page rather than on the original platform, was because over there, the only one that's going to be following him on Facebook is going to be his diehard,
Yeah, I mean, because who uses, like you said, you uses Facebook. God, I only use it because I have to, because of relatives.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
right.
so
That's
annoying.
Me. That's where I'm at with it. I don't either. I'm like, I may check it once or twice a week just to see if there's like a family member or someone like that has had a birthday, so I go wish him happy birthday.
I haven't even answered. Like, I got a million happy birthday messages. I haven't answered one yet. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
God, it's and I really don't like giving that unsufferable alien Mark Zuckerberg support when he's working with the CIA and the FBI and every other Nazi organization that's grown out of our government.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just God, it's really just that simple. I mean, it didn't work. That's why he's there. There's your answer. Anything else I can help you with?
No, I think that's pretty good summation of what happened. By the way, yesterday, wow, dude,
you were wrong.
I was wrong. Well, okay, yes, I was wrong, but I was kind of on the right track. I just had there was no way for me to know this nobody.
Well, I did give you some major hints that, like, what was your final guess?
Suck your own butthole. You're doing great.
I thought it was FouseyTube.
But I said he wasn't a public figure on your show.
Yeah, but that didn't register with me, okay? I don't know what to do.
You're as bad as Turkey Tom with your routers.
Yeah, my routers. Yeah, I got to go turn my routers off.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but here's what I left beginning of the show, and I was laughing because I was like, this is so colossally just unbelievable, really, right?
Interesting enough, Keemstar got the biggest blame on the thing, and I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he did the thing that actually when he said these guys need a helper, and I'm okay with this helper, it actually cleared things up because I couldn't believe that because here's the best. I didn't say this yesterday. I'll give it to you and you only.
Yeah.
He still has this, like when they told me back in 2016 to stay away from him, he hasn't yet to change. He doesn't have he has the same graphic or icon or what do you that he had back in 2016
profile picture.
You say profile picture is the exact same one. He hasn't changed it.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys that doesn't change it. He even just changes it less than I do. I do it every 5 years. It looks like.
Yeah.
But no, he's never changed it. So yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is crazy, but so I'm optimistic. At least it looks like maybe there may be a fresh breath of air that's going to be getting into the sales. I hope so.
Look, I definitely feel better about it, but I have people writing me, and by the way, thank you everybody that wrote me, and wish me the best of luck. But I don't have a lot of. It's not a done deal to me, although a lot like Nick and Keem got together last night.
Yeah.
Nick and got together. They got some progress done. I don't think anybody really watched it. I haven't heard from, and I don't think I'll hear from the games attorney for some time because, like I said, he's not really engaged in this part of the internet culture. Everything's kind of peripheral to him from what I can see. He's not that into it. I don't know if he has a regular job, which would explain a lot, but it's like, even if he has a regular job, like, why isn't he near a computer? This is something you could do like 5 minutes and spend, do. But yeah, I am, seriously suspicious of this guy, and I think Keem's instincts were correct, and I think it's a little more forgivable that he thought that this guy was sort of helping everybody out and the helper. Another thing is, I don't believe he's an attorney anymore, because he was one of the things I didn't push is he seemed to be really like, he seemed to think $1,100, which is a lot of money to me, by the way.
Sure.
It's a lot of money to me, and I'd feel very similar to him. Was a lot of money to him. If he was an attorney, I doubt that would have been. It's nothing.
Well, unless he's not that good of an attorney, he really doesn't have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I suppose.
I mean, yeah.
I suppose.
But anybody on the internet, anybody say, "Oh, I'm this or I'm that or whatever," right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how are people going to prove otherwise? Unless you just got to say something or do something that's really just so stupid that's easy to.
Yeah, I would like to know how he got in there. I still don't know.
That was my big question: was who brought this turkey on board?
No, I think what happened was, because I think he got a hold of all three, and I think he passed himself off as a friend that came to the other two, and I think he already had. He said, like, I don't know, he helped him get rid of trolls.
Yeah, that's what Keem said.
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I don't believe. I don't know if Wings is lying, or possibly this guy tricked him into thinking that he helped him.
Yeah, well,
which I think is a little more likely.
Yeah, the guy could could just be a fast talking flim flam guy. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of.
He's not even that fast talking. He's not. Like, the red flags were there. It's just like, I didn't challenge because exactly what I said. I would have looked like I would have. Like, a scenario for me that would have been a nightmare is King comes out and says I tried to screw him, because that means every bit of damage control that I was able to do it,
and I'll whip it out when I need to.
Yes. But like, the damage control and really debunking the thing that I was trying to screw him over or something like that would have been back in play.
Yeah.
Would have been totally black and play. So I was in no position to say, get this fucking guy out of here. It's like Nick said, I couldn't lay down the law.
No, you were kind of really in a corner because of your previous, dealings with King, right? So I totally got that. I was like, Tommy's hands were tied on this one. He could not, because then Keem's gonna be like, oh, this is 2016 all over again. This is
Here's another thing. I have good experiences with the guy prior for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
I have very good experience. He's polite. He's nice. He seems okay. I know that he's the guy that's not really the games attorney, but other than that, like, pretend who you want to be. I'm a libertarian. I don't give a shit what you say.
Yeah, whatever. Right.
Whatever. He wasn't ever gonna screw me. So I just assumed that Keem breaks up and gets back with people all the time. Nick made probably the preemptive, that's not the right word, but the definitive video on Keem, I think. So it's like, maybe he just made up with this guy, or maybe he had a good experience with him. Maybe maybe the guy said, no, I'm not trying to say I'm Ryan Morrison. I don't know. He never said to me that he was Ryan Morrison.
Yeah.
But I did think he was.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Did he let me think that back in 2016? So maybe he let. I can't possibly know what he could have done to stop trolls. The only person that stopped trolls for Jordy was Josh Moon.
Yeah,
that's the guy who helped Wings. It was Josh Moon, only Josh Moon. This guy couldn't have had anything to do with it. How much he's not. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's abundantly clear.
If you don't have an internet presence, right? If you don't have like a really huge following that kind of come in and say, hey, this guy's okay, back off, whatever, and the people respect enough to say, okay, and they back off. That's it. Some yo-yo on Twitter is not going to have that has no presence as far as YouTube or anything like that. It's just you're right. That's ludicrous to think, so.
I also I'm also like people are, like I said before, people are coming to me, and yeah, people are coming to me and saying that, I'm glad it got saved. I think the only thing that really happened is you're going to see the first episode. A verse left me a message. It says it's really solid, but it can only get better. Yes. I'm thinking it's like the first episode of Baited, and that's the one thing, because the first one was you know.
Well,
I even thought it was but I didn't know those guys, so maybe I'm going to know. But now we actually have something else to talk about.
Well,
So
maybe I'm hoping that Boogie and Wings both come back to this. Say, yeah, we want to make this, and and I think hopefully it gets done.
well,
I think it's a winning
I give you an
thing.
update. I give you an update. Wings joined and gave his email address to sign the thing that we're going
good.
4 ways into a company. So that's what I was a little worried. That's what I was a little nervous about. But I don't think Wings will ever find out what I did, because nobody watches my stuff. That's one of the problems, I think, with the very first episode of the pilot, so to speak.
Yeah.
Is these guys, they don't have a lot of interest in being friends.
Yeah.
It is a business, which I have no problem with it. I don't need any more friends. I got plenty of friends. But to spend a little time together would probably be good going into a first and second episode. But after it gets established, then I can feed off the audience there and kind of get an idea for what they want. That's pretty much the plan. But we'll see. I'm a little interested in what this guy does going forward.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it publicly, but
sure.
If he is a lawyer, I could be in some kind of trouble. But I just thought it was worth the risk, and I knew that the only chance that I ever had to get this thing going again was to do what I did, because it is dead. I can't get Keem in the room. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't get them out. Now I have all 4 of them in one spot, including Nick.
Yeah.
Who's like, here's another thing with Nick. It's good because I know he turned this down. He's turned down $100,000 a year from Keem. He's not in it for the money. No. He just wants it to work. So I know that for 100% fact. I don't know if people know this, but obviously me and Nick had a thing. We talk every day for the last 4 months.
Yeah.
So really ever since he this is Nick's idea. I can't say it was anything else other than Nick's idea. And then I think with Tom and Muda, and then hopefully other people, I think I could set up wild stuff. We could just kill it. And we do need a guy. I don't understand why that guy didn't understand. We need Keem to be at least a figurehead.
Sure.
We can't just do it ourselves.
No, you gotta really had to have Keem's, lack of a better word, seal of approval, saying, I'm on board or whatever, right? Yeah. So, well, I'll tell you this much.
I think there's a pretty good chance that what he was trying to do was cut me out and then get those two to go in with DSP, because I don't think I went over this a lot too. There is a lot of desire to get all 3 of them together.
Yeah.
And I understand where that's coming from. It's I know who those 2 is, but who's this guy? Yeah. Right? I don't care if he's a hard wrangler. Yeah. Nick's kind of right. The hardcore haters are never going to like whatever he does. But I mean, we'll see. Well,
I was just going to
go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't think you have anything to worry about, because if this guy decides to whatever, right? As much anticipation and support that this venture would have, you would have support funding, to back any type of situation that arises.
We'll see. I mean, it's got to get moving. I mean, here's the thing about the Local Podcast. I'm the most expendable person. You could get another Tard Wrangler. You need Boogie and Wings at very least.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You absolutely need Boogie and Wings. I mean, but you can't get DSP because he's too much of a wild card.
Yeah, and he's not a wrangler. He's just another law cow. So who's going to wrangle? Who's going to actually control and spearhead? You've got to have somebody in there that's kind of the drive, the herder, right? You've got to be able to navigate. And that's the same thing on every podcast. You got to have someone in that podcast that sets the tempo and pace, gets people talking, whatever, but kind of herds it and moves it along. I mean, you've got to have that. And Wings can't do that, I don't believe. Boogie can't do it. You can do it. DSP could do it.
Well, the one thing, there are some things I can't do. I don't know anything about putting a company together. Like, not a thing.
Yeah.
So I probably need Nick and team to do that stuff. But yeah, as far as like getting them in there, making sure they're on time, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I think we definitely can do it for sure. Boogie's been really supportive the whole way. He was the toughest to get a hold of.
Yeah.
And then Wings is the easiest. And then as soon as this thing happened, it flipped. So there may be something with Wings. Like, he feels a little bit of an obligation to this guy.
Yeah.
Because he thinks he did something for him that he probably didn't.
Yeah.
And that he more than likely did it. And even if he did, he's not entitled to a piece of the podcast.
Yeah.
There's no entitlement there. So instead of having a third party that I don't know, I'm not sure if he's not trying to pry a check out of Keem, I got somebody in there that I do know that I know doesn't care about the money.
Yeah.
Right. And even if he did, let's say Nick wants a piece of this. Okay.
Sure.
Like, do you think I'm going to say no? No. I'm going to, yeah, sure. I mean, I think everybody's entitled for what they put into it.
Sure.
So, and here's another thing with Keem too, like the kind of money that he's making now with these fights, it's just fucking change. This is jump change.
Yeah.
Even if this makes like a couple $100,000, like it's not big money to him. It's not life-changing money to him anymore. Like it might have been. This is not 2016 Keem. Yeah. This is a totally different thing and totally different environment. Like I think podcasts like yours and drama and all that stuff have been pushed to the background. And I the more and more I think about it, I've been doing this thing where I've been going over Scarce's videos, right?
Yeah.
It's so dramatically different. I'm starting to realize that we were pushed into, maybe even like subconsciously, the pedo stuff, because it's the only thing that's going to get outside of whatever algorithm suppression there is. That's it. That's the only thing that's going to.
Yeah.
Because like, where's Dr. Skipper and where's all these other losers? I mean, even like towards the end, which like everybody's looking for the next sex allegation, and it just sucks. It's boring.
Well,
and I'm the old guy. I'm the old guy. But see, the kids are like, the kids are looking for the bottom line, looking for money.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I guess I'm kind of lucky in that aspect because I don't look at them. I don't need. This is just fun for me, right? But I know
these guys are trying to pay bills. These guys are trying to be full-time pro. Yeah.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
And I've had several people come and say, man, they really hope I continue to read and I get to go full time. I'm like, I will go full time in about 5 years when I retire.
You probably need more money than I do too to hold up that fucking house of yours. And she say, I don't need that much money because I got the rent taken care of.
Tommy, my house will be paid for in 5 years. I will retire in 5 years.
It might be a good retirement job because you can more than do this and retire. Like this is cakewalk and retire.
This is fun. Like I say, I know people give me a lot of shit, but when I said when I actually started making money, I was like, I don't. That's why I put all the money and I give it away to streamers to help them become better streamers. I don't. I'm lucky, and I'm not saying to brag or nothing like that. I've just been very lucky. And I've always lived by the philosophy that if I'm lucky and been blessed, I'm gonna turn around and bless other people. That's just how I am. So,
I don't see anything wrong with that. I think anybody that told you that did was just trying to kind of try to mix you up. I mean, the idea that you're giving. I've never heard anything like that before. I mean, I'm a lot of strange things. I didn't like fire up a stream as soon as Turkey Tom's girlfriend broke up with him and went to Lyric. That makes me, but that's the first. You like in the world that I know, I'm the scumbag in that situation.
Exactly.
Like now that by a certain segment of losers, that is being presented as an ethics violation.
Right. I mean, and here's the thing. I had one brief conversation with Turkey Tom. And it was like the third fireball or whatever, because I was invited on, and there were some real just assholes, spurgy assholes coming at me or whatever. And because they had us all in like a big waiting pool or whatever, right? And Tom just kind of spoke up and just said, "Hey, Riv, just ignore these guys. They're idiots, whatever, right?"
Yeah.
And that was it. And then they went after him, and he just kind of like, boxed him around.
He's on another level now.
Yeah. So I was like, but that was it. But like I said, I don't know the guy. I don't owe Turkey Tom anything. But why would I don't know. I mean, I wanted to laugh. Like this thing here with Maddox. To me, this is funny. It's not serious. He went he went to Boomerville to try to cry in his oatmeal because these guys made videos and he had a couple little funny little things.
Wrong. He was wrong. I mean, the arrogance. These people don't seem to know, and I do. Yeah. Watch his other videos, like on COVID and stuff like this, where he gets thing wrong after thing wrong, and he presents himself as, "Look how smart I am, and look how stupid everybody is." Well, Turkey Tom got. The only thing stupid I saw was Turkey Tom getting routers and routers.
Routers and routers.
Yeah, routers and routers. Yeah. Well, that's because he's a millennial idiot.
And the thing was, too, right, is he showed Mutahar, but then he didn't show anything that Mutahar actually said that was wrong.
Yeah, a legit smart guy. I mean, Mutahar.
Oh yeah,
one of the smartest guys I've run into ever since I did this. Yeah. This guy knows how to play the game and then some. And not only that, if he wanted to, he could play the trauma game. By the way, I will be on Dojangle's podcast coming up pretty soon.
Cool.
It's called was it Real Weird Videos? Something like that.
Okay.
Real Weird Sickos podcast. Because that ought to be good. I think it's Sunday. I got to record Sunday. I don't think it's live. I don't care if it is or not. But yeah, so I'll be over there, and that should be good stuff. So I mean, I got to be honest with you. Last couple months, I shouldn't say ever since I got my vacation, things have been great.
That's great.
Money's up. I don't know if anybody wants to hear that or cares. I know a lot of people don't like that part. Money's up.
Yeah.
I even gained a few subs in the last couple days. So like nothing dramatic. I am a streamer on YouTube, so it's guaranteed you're never to get subs.
Yeah.
So you're really like I don't think people realize, like, you just hit a K, right? Yeah. It's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's not easy anymore, especially in this particular genre. With this genre, it's like really it's tough, But I think by next year you should be pulling 1,000, and then anything. Assuming you play everything optically well, you'll probably be pulling what I am in a year or two.
Well, I guarantee you, I don't do anything optically well.
You should take advantage of the people you know and say, should I do this? How do I handle that when you get in a situation? Because here's the thing about these dramas. It's like you can sit there, well, somebody's just making fun of me and that's it. If you respond to it wrong, then people don't want to watch it. They want to root for the winner. So
sure.
And that also means you pick your battles. Some you let slide, some you can't let slide.
Yeah.
And that's it. Because people like those sort of old school Imus versus Howard Stern battles, and they want to root for the winner. It's that simple. Yeah. All right, I'll let you go. Enjoy your show. And
appreciate you calling in. And like I honestly and truthfully, I really do hope on a selfish level that works out for that podcast, man, because I really think it would be really, really entertaining. And
I hope so.
And I know that the potential that's there, monetary wise, would be really, advantageous for all three of you guys.
It would be nice. It would absolutely be fantastic. Yeah, it'd be really nice.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll be able to actually be able to feed little Tommy again, because the last time I seen that kid on one of your streams, I was like, Tommy's not feeding him. Look, he's just wasting away. He's just, he's underdeveloped. It's horrible. Yeah.
He's a head taller than every kid in his grade.
Yeah, he looks like he's almost as tall as his dad. I mean, good night. He's gonna be a thumper, man. I tell you,
he's big, and when he plays football, he's not the quickest guy, but they have trouble getting around him just because of his size.
Because of his size,
just because of his size, and he just has to learn how to use his body, and he's only getting bigger.
I watched a lot of kids, back in the day when I was working in K-12 and stuff, and you'd have these every once in a while. You'd have the boys and girls, right, that would come through, and in junior high they would hit these spurts, right, and they would be like lumbering oafs. Their bodies would be so they couldn't control it, right? But by the time that they got like juniors, seniors in high school, they had the motor skills down. And oh my God,
that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, watching them on the court, like of course all we ever had was basketball, but watching those young ladies and young men playing basketball and coming into their own on that is something amazing. So
well, there's a soccer player over here by the name of Thomas Muller, and Tommy really likes him.
Yeah,
he's coming to the end of his career. There's a saying about him that they say he can't out-dribble you. He can't outrun. No, he can't beat you on the dribble. He can't beat you on the run. He just beats you. He's not particularly fast or athletic, but he knows how to find space. And he's just they have this in hockey and football and American football. He has the IQ.
Yeah.
So that Tommy's trying to concentrate on the IQ part.
Yeah.
And he's becoming one of the best passers on the team.
Good.
And that's really and then ever since we got rid of the drunk, I mean, he's become one of the best. Oh yeah, like it literally was. It was an overnight turnaround.
Yeah,
he's their go-to. He is now their go-to center back, where they were looking for reasons to keep him out of the games prior.
Yeah,
now he's the go-to center back.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah. Take care.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for calling in, Tommy. You have a great day, buddy.
No, take care. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. And the great Tommy C. Everybody, man. Look. I'm going to take off my YouTuber hat here for just a second and just be a consumer, right? I was so looking forward to that podcast because I just knew it was going to be gold. And then when it started crumbling and falling apart, I was like really disappointed. I really was. I was just like, I was just heartbroken, I guess in a sense or whatever. And then to hear the story yesterday, I was laughing. I was like, oh my, you want to talk about a series of unfortunate events? That's what that was. It was literally like the three ring circus or whatever. And here's the thing too, and I want to, listening to Keem talk, when he called in and talk, whatever, even though Keem is an extremely busy man, it's like Tommy said, this is peanuts to Keem. This isn't something that he needs to be able to put, food on the table for his family or anything. This is just, but he was still passionate about it. He still wanted to make this because I think in his heart of hearts, Keem is an entertainer, right? And he wants to be a part of things that he knows is going to be entertaining to people, right? And I give the man credit for that, right? Now, Keem's done some really wild and crazy shit over the years, right? He is, as D-Max says, he is a force of nature. He is a force of nature. And Keem will do what Keem's going to do. But one thing that I think we all need to be very, painfully aware of is that Keem does want to be an entertainer, and he does want to entertain. He has this part of the internet, us commentary people, whatever, I guess. He has a soft spot in his heart for him, and I'm okay with that. Real quick, I didn't know because I was focusing on Tommy, whatever. JFA, the definition Riverter pulled up literally does say without sourcing. Yeah, well, that's the definition of plagiarism. Orson Welles with $10 super chat says, it happened to me writing a TV pilot. There was a private investor, and when the pilot got when the pilot got money, this guy who nobody knew kicked us off the team. I didn't hold any rights over the pilot. Well, that sucks, Orson Welles. Good night. That's horrible. Taking your freaking hard work and just running away with it.
That does suck.
Yeah. Good morning, Mrs. Eiley. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I've been up since 5 o'clock.
Guilty conscience, I'm sure.
No, I woke up early. I mean, no, I went to bed early.
Oh, well, that's what happens. You're approaching that age that, you know, your body wants so many hours of sleep a night, and that's it. Like mine's 6 or 7. Every once in a great while, I will sleep 8 or 9, but most of the time it's 6 or 7, day in and day out.
Oh, when I crashed, it's a full like 13, 14 hours. But I've been like that my whole life.
Yeah. Not when I was young. I would sleep all day. I didn't care. That didn't happen too often because my dad would come and kick my butt and tell me to get out of the. So anyway, I've got a few more stories, but I think I'll save them from another day.
Are you sure? Why not? What stories you got?
Well, we could talk about them, I guess, a little bit, whatever. Ice Poseidon got a liquid poured on him.
He deserves it.
Some people think it may have actually been like a poop slurry. But anyway, a stream sniper came up and got him. Yeah, right. So let's see what happens here.
You live in Adelaide?
Yeah, I've been living here.
Oh, what the hell? What is that? What did he?
Now that's nasty, right?
Yeah.
He said it was poop. Yeah, that's nasty, right? But I'm sorry. Some of these guys, these IRL streamers, and some of the crap that they do, it's kind of hard to muscle up a tear for them, you know? I'm like,
yeah, I don't feel sorry for 99% of them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel sorry for the guy who got shot. I don't feel sorry for him.
Oh, that guy? Nah, I zero sympathy. Zero sympathy. So,
I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Yeah. Jeff said it looked staged. Well, it may have looked staged, but the guy wound up going away in cuffs. So,
the guy ended up getting arrested.
Yeah, so Ice Poseidon.
I just want to know what you poured on me. It smells like shit. We just want to know what you poured on me.
They got him, you know, and they detained him, and then we can see here that.
Well, I mean, it smells really smell this time.
It smells cool, random. It could be acid. All right, there you go. I don't think it's going around anywhere at this point.
No, it did. It got in my mouth.
See, that they're in. I think they're in. Are they in? They're in Europe somewhere.
Yeah.
I know. I thought at one point they were like in Spain or something, but this person there, that hat looks more like UK type, you know.
Somebody says it's Australia.
Australia? Well, Australia, UK, same thing. So.
Oh God, don't. You're gonna have a bunch of Australians mad at you for saying that.
I don't. That's fine. After some of that crap that freaking Mitch was spewing last night over on K-Hux, I don't give a shit.
Wait, what was Mitch saying? Was he talking bad about you?
Oh, he was sitting there like saying, because I asked, well, why did he quit making his little news videos, right? You and I both have talked about how much we like those little news videos. We think they're really good, right? We think, you know, they kind of are filling a void, I think, that exists, you know. I've
always said that about his videos.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, you just want me to make them because it gives you something to talk about on your show that morning.
Oh. Wow.
I'm like, bitch, what? I hype up your little video. I show maybe a little segment to get people make sure they're aware of it so they go watch it. But I was like, he's like, well, there's nothing to talk about. I'm like, what? So what? Now you want me to start feeding you?
The whole Sniper Wolf is nothing to talk about. That has nothing to do with the pedo stuff.
Nope. There's Sniper Wolf. There's Maddox. There's what is that one we just talked about? Oh, because we just Clear as Mud. We did our weekly recording. We'll have a recorded episode from the week before. It'll be coming out. I don't know, maybe to here in the next day or two. Seth's got to finish editing. She's doing the editing and stuff on it. But we just like last night we talked about was it let me know? Is that it? Is that the guy?
Let me know. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know. He's the one that did the JFK video.
Yes, let me know. We went over that whole situation and because he's just hit 5 million subs. And he had a little segment where people were asking, he was doing a Q&A, and he talked about how people asked him about what did he think about people who were watching his videos and stuff, right? And he specifically threw up, like, when he started talking about this, he threw up Hassan and XQC on the screen, and some other dude, what was it? Something about historian or something like that, right?
Internet historian, probably.
Yeah. And he went over, the difference between, referencing and using a small portion of his video and doing commentary rather than just watching the entire video all throughout, right? Which is typically what something like XQC or Hassan does.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
But if it's like an hour video, put that bitch on like 1.25 or 1.5 and I go for 2 hours.
Yeah.
If it's an hour, if whatever the video is, I try to double the amount of time.
Yeah. I honestly, until they had dumped that in the document, whatever, to look at, whatever, I'd never heard of the guy before.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so I watched the video. I was like, okay, and the section they wanted to talk about last night. Okay. So then I went and actually watched his most recent video, which was the JFK video.
I heard it was really good.
It is phenomenal.
I heard it was really, really good.
If you are I'm going to say this, if you are a person who is drawn to watching like the History Channel type documentaries about a topic or subject, so also like History Channel, things like that, or even on any of those subscriber services like Netflix or Hulu or whatever, right? Because they all have their own little show stuff that they do about histories, like history's mysteries and things like that. If you like that that is the quality of video that I don't know about any of his others, but that one there with his that he did over the JFK assassination is that top tier quality. And I would highly, highly recommend, if you are a historian, if you like, history nut, kind of like I am, go check it out. Cause the video's like an hour and a half long. I seriously was sitting there watching it and it just flew by. It was like I wasn't even watching an hour and a half video.
Apparently there's a video that came out, and supposedly it's really good. It's the Destiny iceberg.
Okay.
And I heard it's really good if you don't know the lore on Destiny, like all the lore on Destiny. I heard it was really good.
Well, I don't know anything. I know of Destiny, and I know some of the stuff that he's kind of, recently been kind of caught up in, but I don't know.
I mainly know the Mr. Girl stuff because I was A-logging Mr. Girl for so long.
Yeah. So I guess Bo Blacks, I don't think he's actually put out a video on this, but maybe this is like a precursor. But he put out a thing about the Too Mad versus Little Tay.
Yeah.
Have you seen this little Twitter video he did here? Put out this
No,
short?
I have not. I have not seen it yet.
This kind of got wild.
Parents. The YouTuber Too Mad then reacts to this by saying, Lil Tay is desperately hanging on to her last bit of clout and is using her father as a sob story. Lil Tay then quote tweets Too Mad and says, "You are a sick pedophile who now has to use my name for clout. You quit socials and haven't uploaded for a year, and now you come back to speak on a 12-year-old girl's name?"
16.
16.
Bo Blacks, come on. If all you're gonna do is read tweets, dude, you got to be able to read it right. I mean, kind of not, Just saying.
Pedo alert! Too Mad quote tweets her and says, "This you?" Showing an article with the headline, 9-year-old Instagram star Lil Tay apologizes for using a racial slur in a video. "I'm not racist at all." Lil Tay then responds by saying, "This you?" Showing a picture of Too Mad saying he loves children. Too Mad then has a meltdown in the replies, and Colin responds by saying, "She owned you, big bro." If you want to learn more about the Too Mad stuff, I have a video series all about it. Parents.
That's funny.
Oh, God. Bobby. Bobby's kind of been on a tear here lately.
Yeah, he has.
These live streams he's been doing.
Yeah, he has. He's been doing bully streams.
Yeah. So, okay, you can do those type of streams, but it seems like there's always blowback on the other side. The pendulum has to swing. So,
yeah, but the thing is I don't think he cares about the blowback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Have you ever took a wrong turn somewhere?
All the time.
Well, this guy here, he takes a wrong turn.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Could you imagine Gordon Ramsay? You're naked, you think you're stepping into a sign, and all of a sudden Gordon Ramsay is looking at you.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Let me ask you a question. Is there a person from your childhood that is like sacred to you? As far as like a TV personality or something, to where if someone says something disparaging or haha, whatever, it kind of puts you on edge a little bit. You're like, kind of gets your
like
your
a
dander.
famous person?
Yeah.
Funny enough, the person on the screen right now.
You too, right? I'm a few years older than you, right? But this is a person who kind of transcends time. Really, he's like a universal,
And every now and then they try to cancel him.
Yeah. So I was scrolling. This is coming from Meta PC, and now Meta PC, I think they have a wonderful product, right? And their social media guy, who does their social media and what have you, he's got a bit of a sense of humor and stuff, right?
Their social media guy is edgy.
Yeah.
He's edgy.
Yeah. But
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. So I was like, okay. When I was scrolling through YouTube, and I was like, oh, hold on, that's Mr. Rogers, and I'm like, okay, is this fixed to make me go to war with Meta PCs? Because Mr. Rogers, I mean, he was a special person in my childhood, right? But I'll let you. I don't know if you saw this yet or not.
I haven't seen it.
All right, this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you. You know that. I hope you do. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you. You know that. I hope you do.
That's what he would have said.
Yeah.
Back then.
Exactly. I mean, so it was. I was like, okay, all right, okay. I was like, okay, I'll allow that. I'm not going to come at you, Meta PC. I'll come at you. So this next one, I guess I can kind of skip really because, well, Tommy called in, so we kind of talked about it. But if any of you guys perchance did not catch this live yesterday, the VOD is still up. The VOD is still up, and I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to link it in the chat there for you.
One of the best SFTPs this year.
Yeah, it really was. It was very, very good.
Nick telling that story was
Yes.
funny as hell.
Yep.
And then you had people in the chat going, come on with it, Nick. Come on with it.
Oh, Nick. Here's the thing, too, right? So they put up a poll to see who do you think was going to get the blame. And the problem of it is the story. I don't know who gets the blame because no one's clear on how this third party person, and I'm talking kind of, I'm sure everybody here has probably already watched it or whatever, but those that I don't want to spoil it from or whatever, right? But this third party person,
I don't know how the dude got involved. Like, where did he come from? It's like he materialized out of nowhere.
I don't know. Was this did Jordy bring him in? Was this a thing where DSP brought the dude in and then DSP left or was kicked out or whatever? It
seems like, I'm gonna be honest, it seems like to me Wings was the one who brought him in.
Well, he may very well have, and
it could have been very well Wings, because it seems like to me with everything that the guy was doing, for not actually being part of the podcast, he was doing a little too much. And my guess is he was going to be shiesty with everything.
Yeah,
he was shiesty.
He was
a fast talker,
as they would say. He was being extra.
Yeah.
And when people come in and start trying to be all extra and stuff, you should have some flags that start going up, right? So
he was doing too much, way too much. Like, bro. Like how are you going to be part of an internet podcast and really not know anything about the internet?
Yeah, that's right. Especially with how do I put this? Because people like Boogie and Wings, you think, oh, they're really big creators and stuff. And at one point in time, Boogie probably had the most, outside of the commentary community, probably had the most recognition, right?
Right.
He was featured on different even TV programs and stuff, right? Because of his whole Francis character,
right?
So he had probably the most star power, if you want to label it that. But in recent years, both Jordy and Boogie, they still have a decent following and stuff, but it's nowhere like it used to be, and they just don't have the reach that they once had, right? You can call it, you can call it changes in YouTube, and Boogie says, he's not able to make the Francis videos anymore, things like that. I'm sure there's lots of things that go into the equation. But yeah, I mean, you still have to know who those guys are, right?
Yeah.
And I really don't think it seems like this guy really didn't know. So.
Well, he definitely didn't know who Keemstar was. Just saying.
If he's going and asking, hey, can I trust Keem? Is Keem going to, is he really going to reimburse me this money, right? My mindset would have been, if all I got to do is lay out $1,100 to get these guys decent cameras to ensure that this thing is going to go, to me, $1,100 is a very worthwhile, expenditure, irregardless if I got refunded or not. You know what I'm saying? I would be
Keem needs to get me on a podcast so I can get a new mic. Keem, I need a mic and a soundboard. That would be great.
Yeah, she wants to get her an SMB7.
We can call it like the bitch cast or something. Something
go.
really misogynistic. We can do it, Keem.
Yeah. So anyway.
That would rile some feathers up.
You think so?
A podcast of women that Keemstar puts together. Oh my God.
Well,
Ooh, that would rile up. That would be amazing.
There's plenty of, I think, women out there that are entertaining,
Oh yeah.
Why not? Sure. I would be kind of interested to see how it would go, because and I don't mean this to come off disparaging, so whatever, but women tend to be a little bit catty sometimes, right? So that would be interesting to watch that dynamic and see how that unfolds, right?
I think it depends on how the women are together. You know what I mean? I think it depends on the dynamic of the women together, whether how bad that cattiness is going to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Toxic says he's got a name. He called it the Litter Box Podcast.
Toxic, you can go do something that Seth would tell you to do, but I won't say it.
I think that's kind of funny.
There is a rope store that you can be the manager at.
It's right next, and it's right next door to the rickety stool shed.
Yep, it's right next door.
Yep. Anyway, so K-Huck had Mitch on last night. And
yeah, I watched some of it. It was pretty good.
Did too. I did, yeah. You know, here's the I think K-Huck has a lot of potential. And but she's still driving around in like a brand new car, right? And she's got to figure out what all the different bells and buttons and knobs and things do, right? But I think
she needs to learn her desktop audio and Discord.
Yeah.
K-Huck, keep your desktop audio, and that the people through Discord, they're going to talk through your desktop audio. Make sure their audio is actually going mid-yellow, and you change their volume based on the Discord.
Yeah, on the person you have to do on the
your volume is through the mic.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's just some things that, you know, like I say, you learn as you start, you know, learning to drive a
yes, and Discord fucks your volume up too sometimes.
It can. It 100% can. I'm not even, good Lord, the technical difficulties I used to have trying to do, but, you know, like I say, come November will be starting the full we're in our third season. But our full, like completing of the third year, whatever, or starting third year, whatever you want to call it, in November for Clear as Mud. You know, that's how long, you know, that thing's been going.
I've gone back and watched some of my live streams, and holy shit, I was loud. I don't know how anybody watched me. I really don't.
Yeah. One of the things,
damn, bro.
One of the things, you know, like when you're doing live streams, one of the things that I learned was, I mean, you want to have a decent layout and you want to have this, that, and whatever else, but the audio, right? Because a lot of times, and I learned this because I started realizing a lot of times when I'm watching a podcast or whatever, it would be like, oh, you know, I'd be heading into work or whatever, and I would be listening, but I wouldn't necessarily always be able to see the screen. So audio and the levels and stuff are important to have that. Just a constant, you know, level, and not have someone come in and blow your eardrums out. You know,
yeah.
So, I know D-Max worked with her yesterday, and helped her with some of her audio things. And I didn't notice it as bad last night, so I think they probably got, you know, some of it hammered out. But anyway, she did a stream last night with Mitch. Mitch, as always, was funny. He was Mitch. Mitch is a funny guy.
Yeah, he is.
But anyway, make sure if you guys have it, you can go out there and check out that stream.
I think she's got Boblex tonight.
Yeah, she's got. Listen, I want to tell you something. She's getting a lot of people. I'm purview to some of the people that like she's got coming up, and let me just say this. She's got some pretty big heavy hitters coming up on down the pipe. No, I don't want. No. Do you two want an exclusive? Nope. That's you. You keep that for yourself, there, K-Huck. That's.
Why can't she give us the exclusive?
She can if she really wants to. Yeah. Oh, you said it yesterday? Okay. All right.
Well, shit. If she said it yesterday, it's not really an exclusive.
I didn't know she said it yesterday, but she's got someone coming up on her stream that's one of your favorite, Zolly. Willie Mac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Willie Mac is so fun to talk to. I have him when I used to have my podcast on my channel. I got an interview with him. He's a good dude to talk to.
Willie came and did Clear as Mud back. Oh, geez, it's probably been over a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And we had, nothing. The channel had, we had maybe 10 or 15 viewers at best on a Sunday if we were lucky. But he still came and did the show, and I was always really very appreciative of that. And,
that's the one thing I like about Willie Mac. Willie Mac does not give a shit if you have 10 subs, 100 subs, 1,000 subs, or 1,000,000 subs. He's going to talk to you the exact same way he would talk to anybody else.
And, we were sitting there just kind of, because he and I got into, was talking before, he came to the show, whatever. And he was more interested in why I had quit making content versus, he's like, why? I said, well, I'm not very good. Da, 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 da. He's like, yeah, bro, but nobody's good when they first start. You just have to keep, right. And he was very encouraging. And I was always very appreciative of that, and so, and like I said, it's like I told Tommy, I've been very lucky. I've had a lot of people that have shouted me out, and this last coming up on a year now, because hitting 1,000, I thought that would never ever happen. I really truly I didn't think it had happened. But I had people like Xiley and Dave, Drew, Tommy.
Xiley didn't do nothing for you.
Oh, but you shouted out and called in and stuff, and that stuff that
but that didn't do shit. You act like I got an audience though.
It does. It does. 100% it does, right? And then like Drew and like I say, and of course even Tipster shouted me out back in the day. And so I will be always appreciative of that too. So, and that's why I always try to do my best to try to pass on some of these guys that are coming up that I really enjoy. I'm like, hey, give these guys a look see, maybe you'll like them or whatever. So, anyway, last thing that I want to talk about is this thumbnail. Oh my God, this thumbnail.
I love that thumbnail. That thumbnail was so good. I love it.
You think so?
Love that thumbnail. It's amazing. That thumbnail is really, really good.
Yeah. Okay.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
Why is it?
All right. You go to your recommended, and that thumbnail sticks out.
Yes, I will give you that. It does. Yes, it almost looks like a Pimpin' Pete type thumbnail because of this.
I think Pimpin' Pete did do that thumbnail.
Because there's just a certain Pimpin' Pete has a way of doing things with in Photoshop with people's faces and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was Pimpin' Pete. If you go to the description, I think it was Pimpin' Pete, or Matt said it on Twitter or something. Yeah, I think it was Pimpin' Pete.
Thumbnail by Pimpin' Pete. There you go.
Yep.
So, but the Now Recording Boys released a video yesterday called "Flamenco: The Plight of a Relentless Spurg," and it's doing quite well. It's got 1,500 views, almost 1,600 views. I don't think it's been out. It's not even been out 24 hours yet. It's doing quite well. They had the Unseen on there as well as Tyrone the Birth Controller.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a very good video, kind of showing the cycle and history of flamenco. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And flamenco is not one of these guys that I really, I don't know, would call it. It's not like I don't watch flamenco. I don't. It's whatever, right? But this, I thought it was presented in such a way that I thought was very informative and entertaining. I'll put it that way. So
yeah. No, it was pretty good. I've listened to half of it so far.
yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it was pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, it's pretty good. So if you guys haven't, make sure you check out that over on Now Recording. Very good episode. Very good episode. And that's pretty much all I have for this morning. So, and I only went over about 15 minutes. So I feel pretty good this morning.
Not bad. Not bad. Good job.
Yeah. So what do you got coming up, Miss Xylee? The
I
broadcast.
have no idea. I don't know when I'm going live next. The broadcast will be live tonight at 6.
Yeah. Broadcast will be live tonight at 6. Make sure you guys check that out. Let's see here. Let's pull them up right quick. Yeah.
I gotta set all that up with the new thumbnail style we're doing now.
Okay. So there's a link to the broadcast channel. Make sure you guys check that out. Are you guys going to just keep 4, you think? Or are you going to replace that 5th position?
Everybody seems to think that we don't need to replace. So I mean, we're not like actively looking for anyone.
Yeah.
Right now. But if we do replace, it's not going to be how we did it last time.
Yeah.
We're not going to be doing like, hey, everybody, we're replacing tryouts. Nope. Not doing that shit again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I am not trying to go through that again. That was too much.
Yeah. Well, we did the little trial thing too, and it was okay. I mean, and I think we got 2 great, co-host out of the deal, but I don't know. We're back up to 5 over there now, and I was a little bit concerned about. Okay, that's a lot of traffic in a call, but so far it's been fine. It hasn't been a problem, and I'm enjoying making content with all of them. So, and it's really cool how the different how the different personalities interact, and how, like, if you have, how, Seth will act when, like, Pizzle's in there versus how she acts when Max is in there, and vice versa or stuff. It's pretty interesting, and
yeah,
I'm enjoying it. Well, good morning, Mr. Leon. How are you? What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, you've been a busy man.
How?
Well, you've been churning out quite a bit of content lately, sir.
I've been choosing violence every time I wake up and turn and fucking look at my phone. It's been great.
There's been a lot of things to choose violence about. Yeah. So
I'm taking my aim at these fucking loser ass cretins that hate modern women. That's 2 straight days of this, and I've enjoyed it. Men don't deserve rights.
We don't? Okay.
Give them to the women.
Yeah. I noticed that you had a follow-up video on the pink lady. Seems like she just can't seem to catch a break. I mean,
she don't need a fucking break. She needs to fail. Fuck that. She needs to fail.
Oh. But you liked her sauce, Leon.
Yeah, you know what? I did. But you know what I don't like? Motherfuckers lying for money.
Oh. Yeah, I noticed we did a story the other day. What was her name? Meatball. And then I noticed you also had covered her as well. She's
I'm about to record a video on that as soon as I'm done here.
Yeah, she's something else, man. She is something else. And,
no, she's not. She's a fucking fat idiot. That's it.
Well, I'm not saying it in a positive something else. I'm just saying she is something else.
Hold on. Hi, Xylee.
Hey, Leon, how are you?
You ignoring me? I was in here. You didn't say hello to me?
No, I'm not ignoring you. What? How are you?
I've been ignoring you during your fucking whatever this Heritage Month is. I gotta get my I gotta get my reparations back for how you treat me during Black History Month.
Okay, well, whatever floats your boat.
Hang on. Hang on. It's
Did I get tested for pink sauce? You know what? Sure.
You know what? So Monday, I got an email from one of my coworkers, and he's old school gay, right? And
the fuck is old school gay? What does that mean?
That means he doesn't wear skirts. He just takes dick.
Well, no,
like a real man.
No, I mean he doesn't. He's gay, right? But he doesn't buy into a lot of the modern, like stuff. Does that make sense as far as like the
No, you homophobe. What's modern stuff?
Okay, like the ZZM, Zers, and
Yeah, but I don't think that's necessarily an old school gay. I just think that's just somebody who doesn't go to neo pronouns. That's all.
Okay, fine. I call it old school gay, but maybe because he's old like me.
There's quite a few gay people who don't believe in the neo pronouns.
But anyway, we were both going into the office yesterday, whatever, and he sent me an email, whatever, where I did not know this, but evidently October is LGBTQ plus Heritage Month.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's actually a thing, evidently. And so I was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You guys, I thought June was y'all's month." And he's like, "No." And then he started explaining to me about how June is like the national, but then there's like the Heritage Month, which is, I guess, anyway. And I was like, it just sounded like to me, like you guys are trying to double dip a little bit. But anyway, he said, stop this month. But yes, I here's a nuclear take. Ready? Here's a real nuclear take. I don't believe we should have months of celebration of any specific demographic. Period. Here's the thing. In every demographic that's out there, be it Latino or be it Black or be LGBTQ or whatever it is, right? Every demographic has got people that are important, that it has certain historical milestones or are important to culture as a whole because they did this and whatever else. Why not celebrate it on that person's birthday or celebrate on the day that the historical event occurred?
Well, I mean, if they taught history properly, we wouldn't have to have these months.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
Exactly. And we celebrate people throughout the month, throughout the entire year, right? To me, it's become such a commercialized just nonsense, right? Because, all right, so hang on a second here. So like, for example, in February, which is Black History Month, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go and you look, you have all your corporations changing their social media.
Oh, it's definitely been
right.
It's definitely been what do you call it? Commercialized.
Sure.
Yeah. I do agree with that.
And then you like all your streaming services and stuff. Celebrate black creators, this, that, whatever else. Okay, fine, all well and good, no problems there, right? But then on March 1st, all that stuff disappears, right? And same thing for June, right? And you have, they put the rainbow flags everywhere, unless you're in certain parts of the country, because that's offensive to them. And they still.
Here's my question though.
Yeah.
Why don't you look into the reason why those started though?
Why? What started?
why those months started in the first place.
Well, like
Do you know that 50% of 50% of people in the United States don't even know that Puerto Ricans are American citizens? That's because they don't teach it properly in school.
Yeah. Well, they are.
They are what? They're American citizens.
Okay. Yes and no.
Riverter.
Yes, no. They are, because they most definitely.
Okay.
The only thing they can't do is, because they're still a colony.
Yeah.
They can't vote for the president,
That's
but
right.
they definitely can join the army and give their life up.
Yep, and they also can pay some taxes. Right?
Yep, and they do.
So that's what
They
I'm
actually
saying.
pay. They actually pay taxes 3 times just for goods to come onto their island. We don't teach proper in our history classes.
Yeah.
That's why those months are important, so that people can maybe learn about those. Now, is it overly heavily commercialized? I 1000% agree with you on that. I 1000%, because you see companies who don't give a fuck all year round until it's that month.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you.
Well, like I said, here's the deal. Like I say, Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens as far as they're in the protection of the United States. They pay taxes. They are and everything except for, like I say, they cannot and are not allowed to vote. That's it, right? That
outside of their island, yes.
Yeah, exactly, right. They vote for local elections and things like that, but they can't do anything as far as.
Did you know they weren't allowed to carry guns until the Korean War?
Yes.
Because it's just a fun fact. They were never allowed to, even though they had a platoon on the island, they were never allowed to carry guns because we couldn't be trusted with guns until the Korean War, and then they needed a platoon, so they had them go over there.
Yeah.
And that was still during a time which Puerto Ricans were still not allowed to fly their own flag.
Isn't America great? All this shit.
America does some things that are really good.
Name one.
But then they do some things that are really just horrible. Name one. America is still one of the nations that where you go, you have the best opportunity. If you are willing to sacrifice and work for it, you can become successful.
And also die.
Well, hell, you're gonna die no matter where you're
anywhere.
at.
The whole die thing.
Xylee don't agree with him.
I'm sorry. I mean, the whole die thing, you're gonna die whatever country you're in. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's gonna happen.
Damn it, Xylee.
Wherever you go, you're going to die.
I was gonna back him in a corner.
Go ahead. No, I mean,
I'm sorry, I had to be on Peepaw with that.
Yeah.
I was gonna back him in a corner. I was gonna make him scared.
There's
you gotta get this white man.
Yeah, get the white man. Yeah, keep the white man down. No, I mean, there's some really good. I've been to Canada. Canada is a great country.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. The people are very nice. Now
they have
I will
Canadian
say,
bacon.
The French Canadians that I interact with, they were a little bit uppity for me, but I think that was just because, to me, the French language has always kind of come across as like snooty. It's not. I'm not saying that but it just always it just kind of has an air about it, like an air of superiority to it.
Yeah, the way it sounds.
Yeah, but I mean, but even the French Canadians that I met, they weren't bad. But the non-French, French Canadians or whatever, they were just really just very welcoming. And as far as like the countryside, all that stuff, wasn't a whole lot different from what I saw and have seen all over the United States. I mean, and like I said, the people were decent people. So but that's been the only other country I've ever been into, and I do plan on going back to. So
well, être bien là en français est pour J'ai supérieur.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
It's something about the French language is superior.
That is exactly what I said.
Yeah. I don't speak
Yeah,
it. And
yeah, I know I had a little bit of French in me.
Yeah.
Well, you are from New Orleans.
New Orleans, so it
Shut
kinda
up. That don't mean nothing.
Sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
You
I
got-
promise
you-
you it don't mean nothing.
You got the Cajun French down there, so
I promise you that
it
is
don't mean
not
nothing.
what goes on down there.
Okay. All right. Ooh, Diana says that was impressive, Leon. You have
know it was.
you impressed somebody, so there you go.
I know it was. I don't need your fans' applause.
Oh my God, Leon, stop.
Never.
I don't. Why you try to be such a hard butt? I don't know why you do that, Leon.
I don't know what a hard butt is. Speak
Like
real
you-
language to me.
Okay, you act like you don't need no one or nothing.
I don't.
That's not true.
All I need,
That's not true.
all I need in this life of sin is me and my girlfriend.
That was
we
a great
all
song, by the way. I love that song.
we all need people in our lives, man.
Who do you need, Riverter?
My family and my friends.
Gross. Who do you need, Ziley? See, Ziley agrees.
I would say family and friends too.
That's a good answer, Ziley. You know I have to hate the white man. Twitter told me to.
Oh God. Well, we are the evil plight.
I had to let Bungie know the other day. I'm sorry. I had to let Bungie know.
Oh
going,
yeah,
bro.
that whole was it Latin? Was it E and?
It's Latinx and Latinx. They did the
Yeah.
Latinx, and the thing is, with Latinx, you can't really say it in Spanish because you would literally have to say Latinx, and it makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
And then they turned around and they came up with Latine because it flows off better on the tongue in Spanish. And people are still looking at them going, you do understand when you say Latinos, that is gender neutral. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I know very little about the Spanish language, right?
Hola.
And I know just slightly a little bit more about like the culture and the food, right? So I'm an idiot when it comes to all these things. But I've got a friend who is a Spanish teacher, and my youngest
they
son
usually hate me.
and my youngest son, who speaks Spanish quite fluently. My middle son does a little bit, but that's just because he works with a lot of Latinos down there in Texas, and he just picked it up through what we call osmosis, I guess. But I know in the Latin, in the Spanish language, it's the words change based upon who you're talking to, right? So there are male words, and then there's like female words, right?
Yeah, oh and ah.
Yeah. And so and I know people that
And when you have a mixed group where it's women and men, you go os. So it's Latinos.
Yeah.
And that means that group of, or like that's the group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew enough to keep my mouth shut on that one.
Puñero Taco Bell.
Yeah, good bean burrito, man. But
nacho fry.
Well, I will say that I did like I bought into it at one point, and then I had a conversation with some friends and my dad. Yeah. And I think it's the one with my dad that really changed my mind on it. Because and then I went back and looked and I saw who was pushing this. And I'm like, bro, you're not even fucking Latino. How are you going to tell Latinos how they're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, what? Excuse me? This isn't even your fucking conversation.
Yeah.
What?
Hold on. You saying, yeah, Riverter. She's talking about your people.
I know exactly who she's talking about. You got these white saviors coming in and want to get outraged because someone says something that they think is offensive towards a black man, right? Or they want to come in and get outraged because someone says something and they think it's offensive to a Latina, right? Or Latino. I'm like, bitch, no, that's not our. You know, if I don't know, I mean, why are you getting offended? If the person themselves are not getting offended, or they're not taking exception to what you're saying, then it's not your place to come and get offended for them.
You have that, and then you have a lot of no, not even a lot. Scratch that. Not a lot. Then you have certain Latinos who have grown up in the United States of America. This is actually a United States of America, not specifically white people problem.
Yeah.
But you have not a lot. You have Latinos that have grown up in the United States of America and they become very, very Americanized, which they fall for the bullshit.
Yeah.
So then they start pushing it. And it's like, bro.
It's just like
because that shit does not work outside of the United States.
You know,
it's a United States thing.
I seen someone shared, it was a TikTok, or was it a TikTok or a tweet or something? But anyway, this person was going on saying how, like me, wanting to fix tacos or enchiladas or burritos or whatever at my house, right? That is wrong, and that I should just go buy, like from a Mexican restaurant or whatever. I should go purchase from them because that's actually supporting brown people. And me doing it at home is just me stealing from them. I'm like, huh?
Okay, first of all, your problem is you were on TikTok.
No, I was on, it was on Twitter. It was on Twitter. It was shared to Twitter. Because they share TikTok things there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. No, I get you. I thought you said you got it on TikTok. Look, here's the thing. Me and Vega were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
It's a United States problem, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, United States is the only place that try to literally categorize Latinos by the color of their skin. Everywhere else in the world, it's based on where you're from. If you're Puerto Rican, you're Puerto Rican. If you're Venezuelan, you're Venezuelan. If you're Cuban, you're Cuban. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. Yeah. Because it fucks up people like Cubans and Puerto Ricans, where we literally have every color skin under the sun. It's more of a United States thing. It really is a United States thing. Because the United States is the only place that tries to separate everybody by skin color. When it comes
Speaking
to
of
Latinos.
tacos, Xylee, check Discord. Not right now, when I send it.
Oh.
Because you'll be like, I don't see anything before I even get a chance to.
All I'll say is,
Discord until you send it, just saying.
Is that, you know, I can make like tacos or whatever at the house.
Now check Discord.
But it's not as good. Like, and I've got several Mexican restaurants that are Mexican owned and operated.
They so good.
And
don't they? So. I made them myself.
God damn, you should share that with people. Them shits look good.
What's he
God
sharing?
damn.
I know how to make me some tacos.
Them shits look good, people.
Yeah, I love a good taco.
That shit look good.
Then they spicy tacos. Because I got the spicy shells.
Yeah, see, I can't do spicy.
The only reason I did it was because I saw it in the store. I'm like, I want to fuck up my stomach today.
There you go. Is that those, was it like they're like the Dorito, like taco shells? Okay.
Nope. Those are, I got a whole nother box of them right here.
Cool. Well, guys.
We are always cooking some food.
They are spicy jalapeno cheddar flavored taco shells.
Oh my Lord.
Oh yeah.
That's called heartburn.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. That'd tear my stomach up.
I wouldn't be able to eat it. My mouth would burn.
Yep. So
haters.
Well, listen, I gotta get out here and get to work. It's that time of the day. So, and my phone's going crazy, so I gotta get out here and deal with some of this nonsense. But Leon, thanks for calling in. Kind of missed you. You hadn't called in a while, but I knew you were busy. You were
gay.
I know, but that's all right.
Why the gay? Can't you just be like, I ain't seen you in a while. Oh, I missed your blackness.
Hey, That is not what he said.
Xylee, stop siding with him.
Listen, Leon.
He's white.
It doesn't matter. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and that is not what he said.
But he contributes to the misinformation of the Puerto Rican race.
No, he does not.
Listen, I like
Stop
keeping
siding with him.
Listen, Leon, I have to keep people like people like you and Sally around. You're my token, so that they can't say I'm racist. So
Now this motherfucker done called me a token. You know what? I take everything I said back. I'm now siding with Leon. There we go. There we go. You done changed my mind. Good job, people.
There you go. That's what I'm doing out here, changing minds and influencing people. Anyway,
damn it.
So you're gonna so are you gonna be live, Leon, after the stream, or are you making a video?
No, I'm going to eat this spicy chicken sandwich from Whataburger.
Okay.
And then I'm going to record 2 videos.
Okay.
One about fatback bitch and her lawyer.
Oh my God.
Meatball.
Yeah. Whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Is that her name, Meatball?
Yeah. That's her.
That's her online name.
Yeah, that's her online name. Screen name, Meatball.
Oh.
And then there's some video, and this video was described to me, and I still have not found it. Apparently, a woman was trying to steal from Walmart, and then
You
she
want it? You want it?
did she vandalize the fucking candy section of the little checkout spot?
You want it?
And then a cop, of course your white ass have it. And then a
course I do.
cop,
What? It's been all over Twitter. What?
Xylee, stop siding with him. Damn it.
Listen.
It is he got her in handcuffs, and this bitch just screaming out, "Walmart's racist!" And it's like,
Where is that? Where is that? I have that.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful how I want to record something, and then a bunch of shit lines up in my favor to where I can make it even longer video.
Yeah.
Here you go, Leon. I got it.
I got you right here, Leon. Because
Don't you DM me, white?
What? What? You mean DM you? What are you talking about, Leon?
Don't send me anything, white.
Oh,
Will you stop being mean to Peepaw? It's fucking Peepaw.
No.
Listen, Leon.
I treat everybody the same, like shit.
Leon
I
loves
know.
me.
No one's special.
Listen, let me tell you something. Leon sent me. He says I got the invite to the barbecue, so I'm cool. I'm good. So there you go, Leon. Check your Twitter DMs. I hooked you up, man.
You're blocked.
That's fine. I just unblocked me. So there you go.
And you're right back to being blocked.
Boom. That
White.
easy. Hey.
Remember what you are.
I think he wakes up every day and sees it. I'm just saying.
Everybody's got a little bit of racism in it. You know that? Just a little bit.
I will agree with prejudice, but I don't know about racism.
I said racism. Everybody got a little bit in them. Leon needs a Snickers. See, this is why I don't like your audience.
Oh my God!
I'm allergic to peanuts. I'll die. Your
That's
audience
true.
wants to
He
kill
will
me.
die. Actually, he will die. He is
So
allergic. to
now
peanuts.
I'm justified in hating his audience.
I'm
Xylee.
always suggesting Reese's peanut butter cups to him.
See, and then you wonder why I hate your audiences.
Hang on.
They want to kill me.
I gotta know something, Leon. Is Toxic Dome right? Did you just blacklist me?
I don't have time for your gay ass internet language. Use it in a manner which talk to me like a human.
Did you blackball me? Did you just blackball me? You just said no interaction with this white guy. Is that what you just did to me?
Basically.
Okay. All right. There you go, Toxic. You got your
You know
answer.
how I feel. You know how I feel about the whites.
Yeah. You know how I feel about human beings? They're horrible. Human beings are horrible. They're horrible people most of the time.
Dinah, you're lying because if you were part of my tribe, you would know peanuts are not allowed. I've stated this
Dinah
numerous
is
times.
in your chats all the time.
Numerous times I've stated
Just
peanuts
saying.
are not allowed in my society.
I would like to point out that Dinah is in your chats all the time.
So this is one of those little gay ops where she wants to kill me secretly. Banned.
Probably.
You know
Banned.
I'm in his chats, stream stuff all the time, but I don't talk him or say anything in chat. You know why, Zolly?
Because he knows he's gonna get banned.
Immediately he'll say, "Time him out." So I just don't say a word.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah, he just sends his mods at me for no reason.
And they do it too.
Yeah, they do it. They just whatever his beck and call is that's what they do. So anyway, that's all right. It's his stream. What he wants to do. So
Speaking of banning motherfuckers,
yeah,
you, Xylee, who did motherfucker that was in my stream the other day in the chat? You know the one.
Okay.
The woman, I think. Blackbeard, something.
Blackbird. Abby Blackbird.
Yeah, I gotta ban that. I gotta ban that.
Why?
Why? What did Abby
Whatever
do?
that motherfucker came in and just gave me her life story about why she don't like Hannah. It's like, I don't care. Tell her this shit for.
Oh yeah, she did get into why she doesn't like Hannah. Yeah.
Abby,
That's a long feud.
That's Abby. I don't know what to tell you. That's just Abby. So,
And I confirmed that was the person who I yelled at.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was her. Yeah, I didn't realize it was her.
I like Abby, but she's not everybody's cup of tea. So I get that.
I don't drink tea. That's white people stuff. I drink liquor.
Well, I that was a figure of speech. I drink coffee.
That's a trope.
So
I went to a strip club. There are a lot of Asian women in there, and I don't know why. It just wasn't what I was expecting.
Well, what was you expecting?
Well, congratulations on going to a strip club? Question mark.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
my head was thinking I was gonna see a lot of something else, and I just got met with
You probably went to the wrong strip club.
I mean, yeah.
Because each strip club, like I can take you to a strip club where it's all black women, or a strip club where it's all white ladies, or a strip club where it's all Asian ladies.
No offense to my Puerto Rican sister, but I don't think I want to go to a strip club with you, Xylee.
Well, I'm just saying I know where the strip clubs are. I've only been to one strip club in my life.
Can
Well, we have a lot of strip clubs near me. What?
Listen, so that's still a thing?
Yes, strip clubs still exist. What's wrong with you? Riverter, you hate the blacks, you lack knowledge of the Puerto Ricans, and now you're against women and their sex work? You might as well get you a red hat and say, "Hell, Trump." Like, this is ridiculous.
None of that's true.
Jesus Christ. There's one thing about me, I'm going to support the hoes.
Well, if you listen to people, I'm a supporter of them as well. So,
Ain't you married? You can't do that.
You can still support hoes and be married.
Yeah.
You can still support them. I mean, doing anything with them.
Yeah. I support.
He's like the easiest sugar daddy of them all.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. Just say hi.
Just say hi, and okay, here you go.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a computer. I'll buy you microphones. I'll buy you monitors.
Fuck all that. It's your fault we got some of these morons walking around. I blame you.
No, I don't blame them.
No, these were there before I ever stepped into the.
True.
Yeah. Now I will say some of them have gotten a little bit louder because of me. I will take credit for that, but.
Okay, Huck.
But I love women, and I love black people and Latinos, and
ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
Who loves women?
I love everybody, man. So
these modern women, yuck. Andrew Tate, the known sex trafficker, he told me women suck. If they aren't in the kitchen, they don't have any use. Repeal the 19th.
Oh, I have a question about Leon. I have a question about that lady with the brick. Did she really get hit with a brick?
I don't even know no more. I forgot that shit happened.
You remember that tweet you put out?
I put out several tweets. I put out
The
several.
tweet with me being on the thing and calling me dumb. You remember that?
There's not one fucking intelligent word out of that entire fucking thing, Zali. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lost brain cells in that one. I know it wasn't your fault. You just got lumped in with the group.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
You was the only one speaking logic, and then it's let's talk about the intricacies between men and women and how they have the ability to lie.
It's the kind of panel that it was too. That's what they do over there. I tried it, never do it again. My ADHD cannot handle panels like that. I just can't do it.
I have a story. I don't know how mean this story will come across. I will not name names. Someone invited me on one of their little Twitch political debate streams, and it was about trans issues.
Probably Stardust.
No, it was not.
Oh.
And I immediately responded with, there are trans kids dying and being raped, and you want to have a Twitch conversation. You are not saving the world. Be ashamed of yourself.
Well, that's the kind of content they do. Yeah.
I just like, I'm not about to sit in no 2-hour discussion where the topic is one thing, then we deviate to talk about something else, and then we all argue about how we won on Twitter. When in reality, the only person who won is the person who got money for doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Riverter asked me like 20 minutes ago what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I will be streaming at midnight this new Assassin's Creed game.
Okay.
Why? Because I got to get my reps in for when this fucking Spider-Man game comes out.
Okay.
I don't care what goes on in this world. None of it will matter. I don't care which celebrity dies. I don't care who breaks up with who. I don't care about nothing that Chris the Narc DMs me and then deletes like a little bitch because he thinks I didn't see that shit.
Ooh.
I am playing Spider-Man because that's the only thing that matters come October 20th. The rest of the world could cease to exist. I will be in this room playing Spider-Man.
I enjoyed the first Spider-Man. I thought it was very well done. So I might get the second one.
You know what, Riverter? I might actually need your help for a moment.
Uh-oh.
It's not every day I call on the assistance of the white man.
Oh, well, you can.
But I need your supremacy.
All right, what do you need, man? If I can help you, I will.
You can help me.
Okay.
Because it just so happens that I need your help with the other person in this Discord call.
Okay. What can I help you with Xylee?
Need you to use your supremacy.
Yeah.
To bully Xylee into streaming the video game Stray. I would love to see her play this game live.
She would love that game. That's right up her alley.
No, she has the game.
I downloaded the game. I haven't started playing it yet, though.
I want to see her play this game.
But Xylee, you're all about kitties, and that's that whole thing's about a kitty.
Yeah, I know, but
I want to watch her struggle.
Well, look, okay, so I know you were trying to get some stuff going on like Kick and stuff, right? Maybe you start doing 1 or 2 gaming streams a week where you're doing the kitty and other games.
You're doing the kitty.
You're doing the kitty.
I know what he means, Leon. Stop.
He's so nasty.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my channel right now.
And I'll tell you,
I can't tell you, right winger. You doing numbers on Rumble?
Yeah.
Okay, explain to me. Hold on. Shit, I pulled up Kick. I meant to pull up Rumble. Hold on. Tell me how in the fuck I am literally 10 away from having the exact same amount of followers on Rumble as I do my channel.
You hit the algorithm. I don't know what to tell you.
Bro, I'm literally at 8.16K. I am at 8.17 on my YouTube channel. I am on track to have more followers on Rumble than I do on goddamn YouTube.
The topics
you do the same. She's the same fucking shit.
It's the same shit on my YouTube.
I understand, but that's where all the right wingers are at. So you found your people. I'm like with Leon. I kind of agree. You found your people.
These are not my people.
Oh, they're your people, Zadi. The numbers don't lie. Am I right, Leon? The numbers do not lie, right?
These are
I
not
don't
my
usually
people.
agree with the white man, but Xylee.
Oh, so now you agree with the white man and it's okay.
I've been telling you that you. I ain't do this joke in a while. If you want your racism and your hatred of black people, and talk about how modern women deserve to not have the right to vote, subscribe to Xylee Gets Real and Xylee Gets Misogynist on Rumble.com.
Yeah, look here, guy. 8.16K. And we go over here to YouTube. We go to Xylee Gets Real.
It's ridiculous.
Let's see here what we got here. 8.17. 8.16.
I've never seen someone complain about their overnight success.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, I do not, like...
And look at these views.
And then you Southern.
1,000 views. Almost 1,000 that one. 1.1K. Yeah. And it's
like,
and there's no dislikes. Look at this. It's all
no, there's
positive.
one there on the mysterious one, but yeah.
No, it was mysterious, incompetent, or malicious.
Looking forward to your in real life stream with Nick Fuentes.
It's not going to happen. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, where did these people come from?
I don't
You know where they came from? Rumble.com.
Yeah.
Good God.
Wow. 8.1. That's awesome, Zadi. I'm happy for you. I'm
happy for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I'm just fucking confused.
You successfully crossed over.
Bro.
Come on, Zadi.
Core keeps joking with me. Core keeps joking with me, he goes, I just want you to go live on there once to see what happens. I'm like, bro, that ain't, no, definitely not going live on Rumble. What the fuck?
Come on, Zali, one time. MAGA.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna get that out of my mouth. Yeah.
Whoa. Watch that profanity. Jesus Christ. Why is this woman yelling Walmart is racist? I'm like, why? What's wrong with your body?
I just think it's going to be funny. It's going to be hilarious that I'm going to have more subscribers on Rumble than I do my own goddamn YouTube channel. It's just ridiculous to me.
So what are the do they pay well over there on
Hell no. I made 65 cents so far. You can't even cash out until you hit 50.
50 cents or $50?
Yeah. $50.
Okay. Well,
Xylee Gets MAGA. Teesprings.com.
No.
You know what? You know what would be horrible? If somebody took one
interviewed by Ben Shapiro.
No, if someone took one of my Xylee's little PNG PFPs and was to put like a MAGA hat on it and put it on merch to sell.
That wouldn't even be funny. And why would you suggest that out loud in public?
It would be horrible. It would be horrible if somebody did that.
That'd be hilarious. Fuck that.
I bet you if someone wants to drive past Xylee's house right now, she probably has a Trump 2024 flag in her front yard.
Absolutely not.
You better be lucky I don't know how to Photoshop. Because I'd do it.
I wished I knew someone that knew how to Photoshop really well. Max.
See? He'd pay somebody to do it. He's sick.
I'm not sick.
I'd do it for free.
Absolutely not.
I just love a good, funny joke. So.
That's not a funny joke, though. The thing is that would not be funny at all.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm telling you now, it would not be funny at all.
Xylee.
Because whoever made that would get blocked immediately, and I wouldn't give a fuck who they were.
You know what the rule is, Xylee.
I don't give a fuck about. I stopped playing by the rules last year. Remember?
Hey, if somebody laughs, you can't get mad. That's the rule.
No, that's no. That's not how that goes.
That's right,
No.
Zali. Join my side. Fuck these gay ass, fake ass, unwritten rules. Fuck them.
No.
Oh Lord, listen, I have got to get out of here. Oh, geez, I've got so much piled up. Listen, Leon and Zali, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for everyone that tuned in. Make sure you go check out all these guys we shared on here today. Make sure
I'm racist.
Yeah, check out K-Huck's stream last night with Mitch. The broadcast will be live tonight. Make sure you check that out. Zali Gets Real. Leon is going to be streaming at midnight tonight. And he's got, if you haven't checked out some of his other videos that he's got out there on his channel, make sure to check those out as well.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Do not support the black man at all.
If you listen to Twitter, I hate trans children. I hate
Oh my
black
God!
women.
Let him get off the line. Jesus Christ! Oh, mercy.
But yeah, if you want to
keep your powder dry, do cocaine.
God no. Anyway, guys, remember, keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Golly.